Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Retro Alliance Gaming. So, I woke up and noticed some really interesting news that I want to go ahead and throw in my 2 cents about and talk about. And the news that I heard was Sony was making a new handheld. Now, everybody was assuming that it was a Vita 2, maybe. You know, we went from PSP to Vita. I personally think Sony's handhelds are awesome. I know they don't get the same kind of games that you would get on a 3DS, and Nintendo obviously is the one that corners those markets, but nonetheless, there's a ton of awesome JRPGs on the Vita, amazing games on the PSP, which I personally didn't get a chance to own, Vita-wise we do. And yeah, I think Sony's handhelds are actually really awesome and incredibly high quality, but I have to say, when I heard about this, yeah, there was excitement, but at the same time, I was like, you gotta be shitting me, but at the same time, I wasn't surprised. So, Sony said they're having some kind of big conference in 3 weeks and to talk about a lot of things and upcoming sales on the company, and I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. But right before that, we saw a patent for all this other stuff, or stuff that would be coming out, and what it was is, if you look it up, there's a diagram, and it looks exactly like the Nintendo Switch. It shows a tablet-based controller, and within the tablet controller, you have two controllers that are attached to it that are like Sony-based controllers to kind of make it like a DualShock 3. And when I saw this, I was thinking two things. First thing I was thinking is the obvious. Oh my god, Sony, you guys have no fucking shame. You guys are totally ripping off Nintendo again. And, you know, nobody can get on here and say, oh, you're a Sony fanboy, that's why you're saying this. I bitch at Nintendo and every other company I feel like bitching at. But everybody knows that they love to copy them. Even Microsoft tried to do it with the Kinect, or like back during the Wii days, they came out with the PlayStation Move. They're like, oh, that's selling well. Well, now our customers can have it too. So they've never really had any shame about doing that. And now I think, even though, you know, PS4 is, you know, has gangbusters ahead of these Switches, you can't catch a Switch in a store anywhere. They're flying off the shelves the same way that freaking that Nintendo, or excuse me, that PS4 systems were flying off the shelves, and I think they're realizing that it's possible they might catch up, but they would like to corner that market too. So that being said, and Sony not really giving a fuck, they probably made just enough of a difference, so you know they didn't get in trouble with any of it, and they are obviously going ahead and making one of these from what I've seen. Now that being said, other than the blatant plagiarism of Sony and how all companies seem to want to wait for Nintendo and then copy whatever risks they take. What do I actually think about this? Well, it could very well be a handheld PS4. That would be amazing. There's a lot of different ways they can do it. It wouldn't be put up in a disc in there, I know that for sure, but they said there's a USB connected to it, so I'm assuming that any games you own you can download maybe from the eStore, or you can save to USB and put it directly on your new handheld device. But regardless, that would kick ass, and Sony would kick major ass. Imagine being able to run around and playing Shenmue 3 on the go. For me, Witcher, Dragon Age, any of those games you want, this would be a huge thing. And if you think about how big Sony is right now and how many systems they've sold, this would be hugely successful, and for the first time, it might be their most successful actual handheld. I don't think this is going to take away from the Switch or any Nintendo fans, because Nintendo fans buy Nintendo systems, which is how it works. But this would definitely put in a bit of competition to make sure that Nintendo doesn't want to get ahead of Sony, if that could potentially happen with the Switch. Oh crap, dying in this. Anyways, guys, so seeing all this, I don't know, I just thought it was crazy, and I should probably go ahead and have a talk about it. You guys maybe could tell me what you think down below. If you just punch in Sony new patent or anything to do with the handheld PS4, it should pull up for you. What do you guys think? Do you buy a handheld PS4? I think that I would 100% buy a handheld PS4. It sounds really, really cool to me. Will you guys say fuck that because you think that you know they're totally screwing over Nintendo with that? Let me know in the comments below. My personal thoughts are, yes, they are completely ripping off Nintendo. They've done it a million times before. Sony has no shame. I love them. I'm playing a PS4 right now, and I adore Sony. I love them. They're great. But they are ripping them off, so let's just face facts when it comes to that. And other than that, I don't care really. It just gives us another handheld on the market that we get to have fun with, and something that you can take PS4 games on the go. Then I would get my Nintendo games on the go and Sony. I think that it is awesome. It is not an original idea, but it is a happy situation to be in if you are a PlayStation 4 owner. Anyways, guys, that's all I want to say for now. I'll be back with another video coming up soon, maybe a stream, I don't really know. Anyways, I appreciate all you guys watching. Please do leave a comment below if you have any info that you'd like to throw in on this, and as always, until next time.